Hello there, welcome to the news on Nepal television. I am Rojina Rai, starting with the headlines. House of Representatives meets to elect its Speaker, UML's Dev Raj Ghimire and Nepali Congress's Ishori Nepane in the fray. Ukraine minister and children among 14 dead in helicopter crash. President Zelensky says the tragedy was a consequence of the war. Workers stage nationwide strike in France against President's pension reform. Intercity and train services expected to be badly disrupted. And Inter Milan beat rivals AC Milan 3-0 to win the Italian Super Cup in Saudi Arabia. The House of Representatives, the lower house of the federal parliament, is electing its speaker today. The house meeting is underway at the parliament building in New Baneswar, where the speaker of the House of Representatives is going to be between the ruling alliances versus Nepali Congress. CP and UML's Dev Raj Ghimire, on behalf of the ruling partners, registered his nomination for the election of the speaker. Likewise, Nepali Congress has filed the Ishori Nepane's nomination for the post. The constitutional provision requires the House to elect its speaker within 15 days of commencement of its first assembly session. Either speaker or deputy speaker shall be a woman and belong to different parties. Chief Minister of Lumbini Province Leela Giri is scheduled to take the vote of confidence today. This is the fourth meeting of the Provincial Assembly in Lumbini Province. UML Parliamentary Party leader Giri became the Chief Minister with the support of 58 members, including 29 from 3 is from JSP, Losapa and the Janamat Party, and 2 independent MPs. 44 seats are required for a majority in the 87-member Province Assembly. The government of Lumbini Province will be expanded only after taking the vote of confidence. Currently, there are 2 ministries at the province without portfolios. After the vote of confidence, the portfolios to the ministers will be given and new ministers added. The first cabinet meeting of the provincial government decided to reduce 1 ministry and maintain 12 ministries in Lumbini province. However, preparations have been made to reduce 2 ministries to 10 ministries. We have more updates at the site, and do stay with us. Welcome back. You are watching Nepal television. Now the remaining updates. Prime Minister and CPN Maoist Center Party President congratulated renowned senior ophthalmologist Dr. Sanduk Reid on receiving the prestigious ISA award. Dr. Sanduk Reid has been honored with the ISA Award for Service to Humanity, or top civilian honor of the Kingdom of Bahrain. Prime Minister Dahal reiterated that Reid's contribution in the field of human welfare is prestigious and commendable for the country. PM Dahal also writes the government will take his expectation from the country seriously. The biennial award will be presented at a ceremony to be held under the patronage of King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa at the Isa Cultural Center in Manama next month. Dr. Cash Prize. Now we have updates from international front. The 3 main figures in Ukraine's interior ministry have been killed in a helicopter crash beside a nursery in an eastern suburb of the capital Kiev. Interior Minister denies Monastery Sky 42 died alongside his first deputy minister and state secretary. 14 people died when the helicopter came down in Brovary rounds, including 1 child. There is no indication the crash was anything other than an accident, but the SBU State Security Service said it was following several possible causes for the crash, which included sabotage as well as a technical malfunction or breach of flight rules. Monastery Sky, who was one of the highest profile Ukrainian casualties since the war began. We have more international headliners at the site. Time for a short break. To stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. And now the remaining international headliners. France is braced for widespread chaos as union and protesters call for a Black Thursday. General strike this week against the government's pension changes. The day of action will be the first major test of public's resolve to force President Emmanuel Macron to back down over plans to raise the official retirement age. A massive mobilization. 3/4 of teachers are expected to strike. Closing schools and sabotages will disrupt transport and health services. Most trains will not run. The Paris Metro has said its services will be heavily disrupted. The flights are reported to have been cancelled. Strikes have been announced by truck drivers, couriers and delivery companies. Oil refinery workers are also stopping work. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern on Thursday, January 19, announced that she will resign next month, saying she no longer has enough in the tank. The Remain as a leader. Ardern became Prime Minister in a coalition government in an election 3 years later. During her time as leader, she won international acclaim for her handling of a terror attack on 2 mosques and the COVID-19 pandemic, and became only the second world leader to give birth while in office. But her party and personal popularity, often referred to as Jacinda Mania, have dropped in recent domestic polls amid escalation inflation and fears of a rising crime rate. Moving on to sports now. We are almost at the end lines. House of Representatives meets to elect its Speaker, UML's Devraj Ghimire, and Nepali Congress's Suri Nepane in the fray. Newly appointed Lumbini CM to take vote of confidence today. Province Assembly meeting scheduled for 1 p.m. Ukraine minister and children among 14 dead in helicopter crash. President Zelensky says the tragedy was a consequence of a war. And workers stage nationwide strike in France against President's pension reform. Intercity and train services expected to be badly disrupted. Well, this is all we have for this moment.